many strings, Houston?
Well, there's 6 on my guitar.
Well, here's one with 5. Just kind of let that thumb hang free and enjoy the music.
Save my life, I'm going down for the last
I had to catch the guy. I had to make sure he was caught.
And every time I heard a shot, I knew that that probably represented a life. I was scared to death.
It was do everything necessary to make sure that this guy stopped.
I'm no hero. I am not. I think my God, my Lord, protected me and gave me the skills to do what needed to be done.
He came out, he was barefooted.
He was barefoot?
Yes. Yeah, he had no shoes on or nothing, but he was ready to act, and the moment police got there and everything, he did all the right things.
Screw you, we're from Texas. Screw you, we're from Texas.
Mika, you've got a mind meld with some people in North Korea.
Every picture tells a story, don't it? Every picture tells a story, don't it? Woo! Every picture tells a story, don't it?
The incident that left Senator Rand Paul with 6 broken ribs. This might be one of my favorite stories.
It's the same baloney they've been peddling for years. Is this vast right-wing conspiracy? Is this vast right-wing conspiracy? Vast right-wing conspiracy? Vast right-wing conspiracy? Vast right-wing conspiracy?
Rock and roll, God bless America.
It's not a lie if you believe it.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. I've come to talk with you again.
I'll tell you what, I am loving watching this, just a complete collapse of liberalism. Every direction. Hollywood, the media, NFL. And NFL, the last thing I want to say about that, man, it breaks my heart what they've done to the NFL. I have loved the NFL for decades, all my life. This is the first Thanksgiving, no NFL, in over 50 years. How about that? But this NFL is going to be a case study in business schools for how to let ignorant employees destroy a billion-dollar brand. My God. But you know what's going to be hilarious? Is watching the looks on these stupid NFL players when the self-inflicted drop in revenue starts hitting them in their own pockets. And then when they realize that they caused it. Well, most of them ain't smart enough to realize it, but on the bright side, what a better way to learn about capitalism.
Take away all my silver. Take away all my gold.
Anyway, we have a little viewer mail. Dear Joe Dan, you're so handsome and smart and witty and handsome. For years I've heard rumors that Chelsea Clinton's father is not really Bill Clinton, but actually one of Hillary's earlier business partners, Webb Hubbard. Madam, are you suggesting that Hillary was cheating on Bill while Bill was cheating on Hill? Boy, talk about a match made in heaven, huh? Man, that was perfect for each other. Perfect. Now, I ain't no bird expert, but I'm guessing what we have here is 4 females and 1 male. I'm just guessing. But that's not important. Don't get riled up. Did you notice how I only referenced 2 genders? I did that because there are only 2 genders. And then these lefties don't give a crap about science. If they did, they would not dismiss Dr. Paul McHugh of Johns Hopkins Hospital, who says transgenderism is a mental illness, and to enable it is equal to collaborating with madness. But doesn't that just sum up the lunatics on the left collaborating with madness? That's it.
Fill my eyes with that double vision.
We've got our economy breaking records everywhere. We have ISIS almost completely defeated. Jobless claims at the lowest rate since 1973. And you got these liberals and the Hillary types. Oh, they're the resistance.
And part of the resistance.
What the hell are you resisting? The good economy? Liberals can never just disagree with us. They react with these spasms of disgust. And the crazy part is the things that offend them most don't even exist. Toxic masculinity, white privilege, global cooling, warming, climate change. And whatever happened to that ozone hole that was going to kill us all dead? Are we dead and we just don't know it? Maybe Al Gore saved us. Hey, Al Gore inverted himself and farted backwards. But these people cannot deal with reality. Reality hurts their feelings, so they change it. Remember when Obama's economy started going in the toilet? And the media changed the way they talked about it. They changed it from jobs Obama created, because that wasn't working. So they changed it to how many jobs Obama created or saved. They think we are so stupid.
You're so dumb.
But see, that was during the same time they were telling us we'll never see 3% growth again. No, never see it. Yeah, it's about 1.5%, 2%. That's going to be the new normal. Not in Trump land. Not in Trump land. And while you have Hillary walking aimlessly around Martha's Vineyard in her bathrobe, carrying a box of Chardonnay, it was my turn. It was my turn. Anyway, while she's doing that, President Trump's killing it. And we're digging it. And welcome to Intellectual Froglegs.
It's Intellectual Froglegs.
We have absolute freaks in Hollywood and in Washington, D.C. These are some sick people. Here's an alleged famous singer named Gwen Stefani, and I didn't know who it was. I had to ask. But look at that sick crap they're eating. They like make different foods into lifelike replicas of human bodies. This is like when they pretended to be cannibals or something. This is sick. I don't even know if this is the same thing or an extension of what they call spirit cooking, which is what the Podesta brothers are famous for. But this is some sick stuff. This is satanic stuff. And these are dark, evil people. And among the darkest and the most evil are the Podesta brothers. I mean, in addition to their satanic all-you-can-eat buffets, my friend Carrie Kellerman, she says they should be investigated for their art collection alone. Check it out, she ain't lying.
They cry in the dark, so you can't see their tears. They hide in the light, so you can't see their fears. Forgive and forget all the while. Love and pain become one and the same in the eyes of a wounded child.
They even look like movie demons, don't they? I bet both the Podesta brothers have like gargoyle wings under their coats.
Monica Lewinsky says that while you were in the Oval Office area, you touched her breast. Would she be lying?
Let me say something about all this.
All I really need for you, Mr. President,
I know,
is to
but
say
you know,
I won't answer under the previous grounds or to answer the question. You see, because we only have 4 hours and your answers are extremely lengthy.
And meet contestant number 24. This is Andre. He enjoys walks on the beach and he's looking for a soulmate, and he also likes beating up people.
Hi, this is Chuck Woolery, and if you've got sense enough to watch Intellectual Froglegs and a sense of humor, I think that you'll enjoy Blunt Force Truth. It's a podcast at bluntforcetruth.com with me and my co-host, Mark Young. So if you get a chance, check us out. And now we'll return to our regular programming.
How can we dance when our earth is turning? How do we sleep while our beds are
But we're going to go back to Trump for a second. This president that's working for free, and on one side, he's getting pummeled by hired gun media, these media actors with their coiffed hair and makeup and party-approved scripts. And then on the other side, he's attacked by the swamp rats of both parties. And both of these battles happen every day from the time he gets up to the time he goes to bed, and he is kicking their asses. All around the Beltway, he's kicking their asses. And he's loving every minute of it.
Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Loving every minute of it. Don't stop down, turn me on, stop me like a motor, make me run. Turn down, all the way, shoot me like a rocket into space. Loving every minute of it. My boy lollipop, you make my heart go giddy up.
Hey, Branko, why do Democrats cry after sex?
I don't know. Why do Democrats cry after sex?
Mace. And in other news, mute man speaks after 8 years of silence. Bush. You know, I'm embarrassed to admit that I used to respect George W. Bush.
Our fifth objective, a new world order.
And if there were any doubts about his dedication to his daddy's globalism over America, they can be safely removed now. He never said a word when Obama told the country,
"You can keep your doctor, you can keep your plan."
And the government hijacked 1/6 of our economy. Not a word. And what was his love for the military when they were blaming the Benghazi massacre on a YouTube video rather than the utter incompetence of leadership where the blame belongs?
Over an awful internet video.
She lied to me and then called me a liar.
But see, apparently those things don't upset George W. Bush, as much as Donald Trump's America First policy. Plus, W's probably still got a little butt hurt going on because Trump kicked the Clintons and the Bush's asses.
There must be some kind of way out of here. Said a joker to the thief.
You know, I have some free advice from my liberal friends. I don't have any. Well, I have free advice for liberals. When you've lost all credibility, you don't build it back by telling bigger lies. Good grief. And you may want to occasionally root for America. For my friends over at Super 70 Sports, check out these wrestlers here. I'm not sure if taking a knee in front of your buddy is really the correct move here. Then again, so many other mistakes had already been made at this point. Did you guys hear the allegations that Mitch McConnell has been groping other people's turtles? He just walk up and grab you by your turtle. But based on the seriousness of the accusation, we believe Senator Mitch McConnell should immediately step down as majority leader for the good of the country. That's what they say now, isn't it? Because after all, we no longer have due process, do we? We've replaced that with hysterical media justice. And it's not just limited to politics, really. And you know what? I don't want to see perverts roaming free as they've done in Hollywood for decades and decades. But neither do I want to see convictions without trials. That ain't America.
We are Americans.
This is not America. No, this is not.
You tell me it ain't something wrong with that government up there.
Don't let all that negative media noise drown out the fact that America is roaring back. Roaring back. The planets are realigning. Trump's making history, and we're watching it. Actually, we're participating too. But Trump's Asian trip was historic. Historic. I mean, it's totally 100% America first, and he makes no apologies for it. And he's visiting with all our major trading partners, and he's treating even the smallest of nations with respect. But he's also telling them how the cow ate the cabbage. He's telling them, he told Vietnam, we want our POWs back. And no more of this unlevel playing field. And Trump stays on the America First message. God bless him. He says, I'm looking out for the United States. And I expect you guys to be looking out for your country. And they respect that. Contrast that with Barack Insane Obama, Captain Destructo, good grief, our former embarrassment in chief. Obama get up there and talk for 30, 45 minutes, reference himself, 93 times, and then as soon as he's finished talking, you have no idea what he was talking about. And you don't care, you're just glad he's done.
This episode of Intellectual Froglegs is brought to you by Grow-A-Set, the all-new testicular fortitude capsules, now in grape and cherry flavors.
You know, two words you never hear from the people demanding that Roy Moore step down? Due process. You never hear that. I'm hearing conservative media voices following right along with the mainstream media and expressing their concerns over these Judge Roy Moore accusations. Based on the evidence we're seeing, Moore's in real trouble. He needs to answer some serious questions.
The judge has 24 hours.
Based on the evidence you're seeing, the evidence you're seeing has been handpicked. The evidence you're seeing is the evidence they want you to see. This is not a court of law, but this is why we have due process and not mob justice, and certainly not media justice. We don't convict people based on circumstantial evidence. We don't convict people based on hearsay or because they can turn on the tears. Oh Lord, it's so bad. But if you believe this coordinated hit job against Judge Roy Moore, generated by the most vicious of the Trump-hating media, plus the world's most famous professional accuser in Gloria Allred, if you believe this crap, the swamp loves you. You might even get an autographed picture of Paul Ryan flexing. The fact is, we have allowed due process to be ignored for a long time now. See, there is no statute of limitations on mob justice. No. But she was so convincing, and she cried. She really, really good tears. You know, I'll tell you from experience that women, just as easily as men, can be manipulated by professional, ruthless lawyers to the point that they actually believe what the lawyer wants them to say. I mean, it happens. They work them, man. You know, I never thought of it like that. I am a victim.
If he can't do this, then Judge Moore needs to get out of this race.
You see, so many of these conservative talkers are doing exactly what the swamp creatures want them to. Exactly. Talking about how these accusations are just way too serious to ignore. Of course they're serious. That's why we're here, class. My gosh, that's the intention. I mean, if you're trying to take out a Senate candidate, you ain't gonna accuse him of jaywalking.
Do not underestimate us, and do not try us.
You know what, this Hollywood stuff, it's like the fall of Caligula, man. You know there are some nervous perverts, some nervy pervies out there in Hollywood world right now, just waiting for somebody to call their name. Look around for, celebrities that might be a little uncharacteristically quiet or eating a lot of Rolaids.
And every man must meet his destiny.
Have you seen Sammy Sosa lately? Apparently the former home run king, dude done flipped his wig. He's trying to go on Michael Jackson, but I guess he got the formula wrong. Instead of turning white, he's turning pink. Dude is the same color as the milk in the bottom of a bowl of Fruity Pebbles. Not a good look, not a good look. Him go that way. Yeah, I love it that Donna Brazile released that book, Hacks? It's just about Hillary.
Wow.
Now she's on these liberal talk shows getting beat up and kind of contradicting some of the things she said in the book. Probably so she won't be killed by a Serbian sniper while making tea.
She cried to the southern wind about a love that pursued her in. Every dream in her heart was gone, heading for a showdown.
If Monica Lewinsky says that while you were in the Oval Office area you touched her genitalia, would she be lying? That calls for a yes, no, or reverting to your former statement.
I will revert to my statement on that.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Please stop by the website at Intellectual Froglegs.
Someone's at the door. Go answer it. Hi, Victoria Jackson here. Remember me? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Froglegs. You know, I met you all. I love his audience. I met you all at that dinner in Franklin. I just wanted to plug my new book. I wrote it a year and a half ago when I had cancer, and he's coming back. And it'll make a great Christmas present because 1 in 8 women gets breast cancer. It's very common, but the Lord helped me through it. I wrote all the Bible verses in here and there's some jokes too. Hi, Drew Dan.
Tell them where they can find your book, darling.
Is it okay if I do the shameless plug?
Oh, yeah, so that's why we're here. We're shameless.
Oh, Amazon.com.
Any place else?
Or ChristianBooks.com or whatever.
Okay, well, good, that's good.
So thank you!
Thank you guys so much for being here, and I want to thank Chuck Woolery and Victoria Jackson for coming over. Cool. Please stop by the website at intellectualfroglegs.com. Sign up for the show alerts. That's how you know how to be in the credits and become part of the show with us. And donate if you can. Froglegs are free to watch, but they ain't free to make. And unlike our counterparts in the liberal and corporate media, I have to earn your business. That means I have to give you a product that is so good that you want to send me money. And of course, if you're too broke to donate, we'll just sit together at family dinner because, well, we're probably cousins. But you can share the show, and I'm telling you, it is significantly helpful when you guys share the show with everybody you know. And I hope you'll come back for the next exciting episode of Intellectual Froglegs. God bless.
I got a little story for you now. There she stood in the street, smiling from her head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this now, baby? Now, maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now, don't you wait, don't hesitate. Let's move before they raise the pocket rate. Everybody say, all right, baby, it's all right. I'm not talking about tomorrow. All right, baby, it's all right. Now wait a minute, I got a little more. I took her home to my place, watching every move on her face. She said, look, what's your game? Are you trying to put me in shape? I said, slow, baby, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, love, love.